Hi guys, it's Sherry. I'm back. It's a 2 for Tuesday. Y'all stay tuned. So I'm a big believer in doing what makes you feel good. And for me, crafting makes me feel good. And I love crafting with bright, vibrant colors, especially the colors of spring. And that's exactly what we are going to do. And here is what we're going to be making. This is a box of 3x3 cards with coordinating envelopes. And this box measures 4x4x1. So I'm going to open it up. We're going to bring our cards out so you guys can see what they look like because they are super cute. And all I did was took some 3x3 cardstock, mounted some polka dot green to the front, and created just some very simple but cute little cards. Don't these just make you happy? And then I created coordinating envelopes. These are so delightful, so much fun, and so easy. Brighten someone's day by just dropping them a quick note in one of these cute little cards. Y'all, let's make it. So here is what we're going to need to make our project. We need 3 pieces that measure 7/8 by 3 3/4. We need 4 pieces that measure 3x6. We need 4 squares that measure 2.5 by 2.5. We need 2 pieces that measure 3 1/4 by 3 1/4. We need 4 pieces that measure 5.5 by 5.5. And we need 1 piece of heavyweight cardstock that measures 6.5 by 11. All right, so to make the box, we're going to place our heavyweight cardstock in on the 6.5 inch side, and we will score this at 1, at 5, and at 6. And then we're going to rotate it to the 11 inch side. We'll score at 1, at 5, at 6, and at 10. And then we are going to fold and burnish all of those scores. We are going to have one side that will be the glue flap. So we are going to remove a small rectangle, then a slightly larger rectangle, and then we'll have a corner piece down at the bottom. So when you're looking at this, you're going to have a narrow flap and then a normal flap. And then at the bottom, you'll have a 1 inch flap. Where you've got the 2, this is the top. So I am going to bring in my finger blade and just remove this piece. And then I'll remove these 2 pieces. And now here at the bottom, where we have the smaller flap, all I'm going to do is come in wherever I've got a score mark and just angle cut on both sides of the score. So that's what I'm doing now. So I'll go up to my score mark, remove that piece, and angle out this piece, and angle out this piece. And then on this piece here, I'm simply going to come in slightly to angle it. And so your paper should look like this at this point. Now we're going to turn it. So now what we need to do is we're going to go up to the second score mark on all of these. And first, let's just drag down. So we're going to free up all of our tabs. And so it's going to look like this right now. So the piece that we have that is right next to the glue flap, we're going to take this top piece right here and fold it in. And that just gives us a nice finish. So you can use your glue or your tape. I'm just going to use my tape runner here, and then I'll fold this over and smooth it out. Now what I need to do is I am going to take these little narrow tabs and I am simply going to reduce them in size. Just like this. Now I am simply going to angle in on these narrow tabs. And then on this little flap right here, you can use a corner rounder, or if you don't have one, I'm just going to angle in so that my box will close easier. And with your pattern flat like this, we are going to bring in the two pieces that measure 3 3/4 by 3 3/4. They will go right there. And then we'll bring in the 3 pieces that measure 7/8 by 3 3/4. And they will go right here, just like this. So I am going to use my tape runner, place tape on this, and then I'll stick all of these down. So when I put it down, I'm simply trying to get it nice and even on all 4 sides so that I have a nice, even white border on all 4. And we aren't going to put anything down right here because that's the glue flap. So now I'll take my small pieces, which are 7/8 by 3 3/4, place some tape on them, and I'm going to get these stuck down. Okay, so now all of our pieces are down, and we are going to go ahead and put this box together. I am going to take my glue, place it on this piece, and close my box. You could use your tape runner on this too, because it won't be carrying anything of weight. I'm just so used to actually using my glue to close my boxes. That's why I immediately went for it first. So I am just matching up end to end. And then when I have it matched, I'll just fold it just like this. And guys, we have another flat fold. So again, you can make these up in plenty of time and just have them ready to go. So I'll open it like this. The first thing that I'm going to do is just go ahead and tuck in the top, because that's just going to make it a little bit easier when I do the bottom. So I am going to place just a little glue here on my side pieces. Then I'll fold this piece in. And then I'll place glue on this. And I'll fold it just like that. All right, so now we have our sweet little box. And I am going to go ahead and make the cards before I decorate the outside. So making the cards is very easy. We need our pieces that measure 3 by 6 and our 2.5 by 2.5 inch squares. And all I am doing is taking my paper and folding it in half. So I am taking that 6, folding it in half, and now I have 3 by 3 cards. So now I can use my tape runner, place some tape on the back of my 2.5 by 2.5 inch decorative pieces. Get this stuck down so that I have, or try to have, an even border on all 4 sides. And then, just as I do with a lot of the cards that I make, I like to use stickers. And so I am simply going to choose a very cute little sticker to place on here to make the cards. So I have already done 2. So I have these 2 birds and these 2 flowers. So now what I can do, because I've got these made, I can now come back and choose something to decorate the outside of my box with. And I think I'm going to go with just this little chicken right here. Maybe it's a rooster, I don't know. But it looks really cute on there, so I'm going to go with that. Now we're going to set this to the side, make the envelope, and then our quick little craft is done. So to make my envelope, I am going to use my punch board, my 1-2-3 punch board. And this really makes making envelopes very easy. So I am going to take my 5.5 by 5.5 inch square, place it in the board at 2 3/4, punch, and then I'll simply go inside and make my score. And then my scores become the guide from there on out. So I'll line up this point here with my score mark that I just made. I'll punch and I'll make another score mark. So then I'll just keep doing it. I'll rotate, line my mark with the score mark, punch, and then I'll do my final one. I'm going to line up the score mark with my marker there, punch, and now I have 4 scores on my envelope. So now we can take this, fold it, and put our envelope together. So basically what I'm going to be doing is finding the 2 sides that meet like this, and then the point that comes up. So now that I have my 2 sides, I'll take a dot of glue, place it right there to hold that down. And then I will simply take my glue and run a very thin bead, but I'm not going to come all the way up to the point. And I'm running that bead along the edge. And you can see pretty much, hopefully, where I stopped with my glue. So now I'll place this down, use my bone folder, and get it stuck. And now I have my 4th envelope because I've already made 3. So as you can see, I have this beautiful and fun little 3x3 note card set. It is just so delightful, and anyone would be thrilled to receive one of these little cards. Or you could use these as gift tags. Just punch a hole, put a string through, and you've got an instant tag. So I've got my cards here. I'm going to open up my box, place my cards with the envelopes inside, and then I'll close my box. And just like that, we have another sweet little set of boxed 3x3 cards. And guys, don't you think these are just super cute, so easy, and so much fun? I am going to say it because these are so stinking cute, and they are so cheerful and delightful. So I hope that you guys have liked this project. And if you have, please hit the like button. If you are not a subscriber to my channel, I would love to have you join my online crafting family. You guys stay safe, happy crafting, and we'll chat later. Bye.